What's going on, everybody? On today's episode, we will be discussing.
Man, we got to recap Bellator 300, what happened last week.
And we have some big news out of UFC 294. A new main event card is in. That might be better than the original one. We're going to see.
Man, we welcome my combat sports analyst, Devin Taylor. Wanted to discuss this and more. Stay tuned. Find out more.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Look, welcome to another great episode of Ringside with Ray Leonard and Prince Daniels. We here today to make sure that we educate you, entertain you, and empower you. Make sure that you hit that like and that subscribe button and share this with the people that you care about the most. Other than that, we need to go ahead and get this show started. Ray, you already know what it is, man. But before we do that, Ray, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm up in LA. You see the background a little bit different. I got an event tonight, but they don't stop the show. We still rocking and rolling.
We still rocking and rolling like we do, everybody. Hey, if you don't know, you need to know. We won an award for the best podcast of 2023. So I need for you all to hit that like and that subscribe button and let everybody know.
What you say?
I said we won an award. We won an award for the best podcast of 2023. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping, baby. You ain't got no haters, and the team is getting bigger. Look, let me tell you how the team is getting bigger. I got to introduce one of the friends of the show that was live and in person at one of the biggest MMA events in history last weekend, right? We, of course, are talking about our MMA combat sports analyst, the one, the only, Mr. Devin Taylor, a.k.a. High Speed. He was in full effect, interviewing everyone. He did a fantastic, marvelous job, man. And we are excited to bring him back on to the show. Like, Ray, can we get him on? Man, let's recap back to this 300 Bellator. Look, it started with us being all at the press conference, and then after that, you took it over from there, man. So leading up to the fight, what did you see from these fighters? And because we're going to jump right in because we had an opportunity to interview Liz Carmouche and also Macfarlane, who was our opponent, who actually missed weight, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, I would say this, man. Fighting a teammate is a lot. Like, I've never experienced that, and I'm glad because it's hard. Because no matter what, like they said, when you in there sparring, you're not gonna go so hard with your teammate because you're still teammates. But when it's a fight, you have to go all out. But still, that's your friend. So leading up to this, though, what made this more interesting was Liz and Macfarlane didn't train together for like more than 2 years, so it had time for them to go to the separate camps. With Liz came to Arena, which is where I train. Check us out, and she stayed over there at 10th Planet with Sports Combats. And they made a great fight. But when they came in, I even asked Liz personally, like, hey, so do you see like any holes or anything you're gonna work on? And Liz was like, well, I know we haven't been training together, so there's a lot of new moves. Which brings me to the point of I bet Ilima-Lei didn't think that Liz was going to come out with leg kicks. And those leg kicks changed the game. Once Liz saw she landed that solid leg kick, and you can hear it. Like I said, if you were there, it was just like a good smack, and the game changed. So people need to utilize the leg kicks more, and she did. And that capitalized on her. So Ilima-Lei couldn't shoot, because she likes to get her hands on her, and Liz wouldn't throw anything higher than a low kick because she didn't want to get taken down. So that was a great strategy, and it worked. And Liz, and still.
Yeah, you can see it happen when Liz kicked her right in the knee. Like, Ilima-Lei, she was coming at her, she got kicked right in the knee, and she went down immediately.
Yeah. Well, I'll give Ilima-Lei some props though. She stood up every time. After she got kicked down, she stood back up and kept trying, and got kicked down again. but good stuff though. Both ladies did an amazing job. Crazy.
Man, right. Man, both ladies did an amazing job. I'm looking forward to the next ideal fight. That would be Kana Watanabe. Ooh, I like that name. Kana Watanabe. It's going to happen in Japan, Konnichiwa, y'all. So, which is where Liz grew up. And she grew up in Okinawa. Okinawa. There we go. I gotta get my geographical location pronunciations down pat, but it's all right, baby, because it's a tongue twister. So, man, that's awesome. I'm looking forward to that. I think Liz will do really well. I mean, she's a champ for a reason, and so I can't wait till y'all get back in the arena and train with her again when she gets ready for her next fight. So please keep us updated on that, man.
Yeah. And you had 2 female championships too, though. You had Cris Cyborg in there with my girl Kat Zingano. What happened with that one?
Man, so the wrap up on that was so going into this, Kat and Cyborg always had like a little chip on each other's shoulder, knowing that they were going to meet throughout the years. They both were in the UFC previously, and they never got a chance to meet in the UFC. So now here we are in Bellator, the second biggest organization, and they had a chance to finally meet. And I had a chance to personally ask Kat at the press conference. I was like, Kat, so do you think that, because everybody knows of Cyborg's power, are you expected the power to come? Or you're afraid of that? And Kat's reply was, well, everybody has grown, and I know that that's her spot, and I'm not really worried. I'm not looking at all of the past things I'm looking at now. Now, with that being said, the fight ended up exactly what we said. She felt the power of Cyborg, and like Mike Tyson said, everybody got a plan until you get punched in the face. Okay, so she got hit, and I guess Kat kind of felt that, and you could tell the whole demeanor changed. Cyborg took it to the ground, landed some hammer punches, and the fight was over. And Cyborg and Steel again.
Champ.
Yeah, they definitely ain't no Biz Markie friends. They
to add to that too, I want to throw y'all too. So after that, I don't know if y'all saw it. Cyborg was being a good sport. She walked over to Kat and to congratulate, hey, thanks for taking the fight, appreciate that. And Kat did not like. She was like, no, don't try to be my friend now. So that was still, and then Cyborg was like, oh, okay. So there was some animosity. I got that a little bit in the post press office after. It's crazy. So that's a little something there, some sizzle. But late, that Leah McCourt is going to come up to fight Cyborg next, and I think that's going to be good. Well, she performed good the same night.
Yeah, Leah McCourt gonna come up. See, yeah, she fought last weekend. She earned her first round TKO. I think she fought Sarah McMahon. So that was nice. I did hit her on the story. At officially Ringside, and I tagged her, and she liked it. And she sent something back. I was like, "Let's go, champ! Let's get it, baby!
Let's go, baby!"
yeah. So I'm looking forward to that fight. I think it's gonna happen. They said in Brazil or what's the other place?
Ireland place. Yeah.
Ireland.
That's pretty cool because it'll be in either one of them's home country. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, Cyborg was pushing for it. She said she want to go fight Brazil. So
yeah. I think that'd be awesome.
That's crazy. Cyborg defending her, like 16. I think it's like a 16th title defense, man. Like Cyborg is like the GOAT of women's MMA, and this is a little bonus for all of you guys because we love y'all on Ringside with Ray and Prince. So when I was at the press conference at the end, they asked Liz. It was like, so Liz, you're the best in that weight class. You ever thought about going up to fight Cyborg? And she was like, nah, Cyborg is it. That's Cyborg. I got my weight class. Cyborg got hers. So if any of y'all thinking that that's gonna happen, Liz is smart. There's weight classes for a reason.
Right. Hey, talk about the main event. We had Usman. He earned his unanimous decision win over Brent Primus. And that was a striking masterclass.
Oh yeah, he striked them deaf, man. So hey, this is funny, man, because I even asked him at the press conference, like, hey Brent, we know that Usman, he's undefeated going into this fight, 17-0. We always know his background. We know who his cousin is. We know what they do, what they bring. I said, do you have what it takes? Do you have an answer? And he was like, oh yeah, I'm training too. I'm strong. I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna punch him in his face. Like I think I got, And then I looked over at the champ, and I'm like, so champ, what do you think? Champ was like, no. So So the guy has so much confidence, and being around him, guys, I'm telling you, like Ray and Prince, being around the champ, man, you can feel his aura. Like he gives off that that confidence, that samurai, like, you know, I know what I am and what I got, you know. And he was real cool, man. I was front row with him. I gave him some knuckles at the end, and I was like, champ, like, good job there. And I was like, you had a smirk on your face in round 2. I noticed like round 2, him and Primus were exchanging, and Usman had like a little smirk, like a little like. I said, was that a sign that you realized he wasn't on your level? Is that what you realized? He was like, he looked over at his man. He's like, yeah. I was like, I thought so. And I was like, man, you get your name, yo. We're gonna give you your name. I said, but how about Sir Kicks a Lot? You like that? He was like, nah, I don't like that name. I said, okay, all right, chill. All right.
I tried.
He said he want to call himself Diamond. I was like, let me see. Because I'm good at giving fight names, so I'm gonna come back to you, champ. He said, okay.
Yeah, not Diamond. This is not the Players Club. This is not the Lemon Pepper Lounge. That's for the next show.
The green light is on. The green light. When you see the green light, that's money, baby.
Yeah, man. Amazing
Look, man,
time, bro.
That was an amazing time, an amazing event. Had a blast covering all that and all that media, meeting all the biggest names in the MMA arena, man. So we got to move on to the biggest MMA promotion in the world. Some breaking news about the next pay-per-view. UFC is happening. Look, man, we got Charles Oliveira. You know, he has been forced out of UFC 294 due to an injury he sustained late in sparring, which created a gash over the eyebrow that required stitches. What happened, man? Like, I love Charles Oliveira. Me and Ray, we was talking about that.
Yeah,
I hate that this happened to him.
We picked Charlie.
Yeah, me too. I said it. I remember I said on the last. I was like, "Dude, Bronx, bro, he gonna get that belt back." But but he just made a mistake here. He made a mistake with sport. And this is the thing too that comes with like me being a fighter, being on that side before. When you get closer to the fight, you do want to kind of amp up your sparring because you want to be more. You want to get as close as real to the fight as you can. But that's when you can have injuries, and then if you do, overcome or get an injury, you don't have enough time to heal from it. So, a lot of guys, good coaches that have you pull back your sparring when it gets closer to the match, still do like some visuals, and some good hard maybe takedowns, but not a good out sparring because stuff like that can happen because he got cut. And then I think he was, they didn't tell Dana about it. Man, it was
I'm sure Dana was pissed off.
Oh boy, right?
Dana is not happy about this situation.
No, the boss, he was heated. He was heated. I heard him make some comments about that. He didn't like how they went around him. And speaking of that, Ray, Devin, excuse me, and Ray too. Like, what do you think about that, Ray? I'm gonna ask you from like an owner's perspective. If you were Dana White, what would you think? And then Devin, I want to ask you, what do you think about that from a fighter's perspective? Do you think that he should have went around? What was he trying to do? What was he trying to hide? Like, talk about that real quick.
Yeah, I think you should be able to make sure that you're in line with the promoters and the owners, right? Because if they put a lot of money on the line, a lot of time and energy on the line to make sure that these things happen. And a lot of times the promoters got to figure out, how do we set this up? How do we restructure? Can we save it? Or do we have to put something in? Now he's struggling at the last minute to put a fight in. So I think it was kind of foolish that they didn't bring Dana into it, because I think Dana would have added some value to how you leverage this thing, set it up.
Right. I love that. I love that. What about yourself, Devin, from a fighter's perspective?
So from the fight, I would say, man, I know, deep down, because this is a big thing for one. Dubois want to get his belt back, man. And with a fighter's mentality, you would try to hide any way you can to try to get in there. Like, I can have a broken rib, but if it's going to get me out my fight, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to go in. It's happened with a lot of fighters. TJ Dillashaw did it. He had a shoulder injury. And, it's like a lot of fighters do it because it's an opportunity. You don't want this to pass up. Like, how much longer it's going to take for me to have to get back up if I don't get the shot now, So I can see what Charles was on that. But that's where the team comes in. Like, that's where his coaches and his managers need to come in and say, like, hey, Charles, like, this is something like we need to spit. We need to like tell Dana. And then I think Dana probably would have, the guy got connections. Like, I'm sure he probably would have had like maybe get it sewn in from the inside out or something, you know what I mean? And speed up the healing process. But with Charles not doing that, David it's like, Dana's daddy couldn't help him. Daddy couldn't save him this time, man. Like, he should have. I think they definitely missed the shot on that, but they reaching for that now. So now look, Volkanovski about to come in there, boy.
Volkanovski fighting Islam, man. That's the new headline. Who do you have against these two?
Man, this is tougher than the thought process of the first one, man. Because I my son said he picking Volkanovski, but I'm gonna go with Islam, man. I'm gonna go with Islam.
Islam did get that first nod.
I'm gonna go with Islam to stay in there again, man.
Man.
It's late in the whole thing for Volk to come in, man. Volk's a beast, but it's late to come in, and I know Islam was training for Oliveira, but man, I think he ready, man.
You got a huge point, Ray. Huge point there, man. I wish I wasn't recording this. So they wouldn't hear me. They wouldn't hear me say who I'm gonna pick, but I'm gonna have okay.
Come on.
Okay. Charles was my man because I knew he had a reason to get back, getting his belt. Now Volkanovski has already fought Islam once and was very close. That was a close fight.
Yes.
So he got a chip on his shoulder. He know, like, well, I was that close, I can get it.
Right.
To add to that, Islam also knows Volkanovski now.
Right.
Yes, he was training for Charles, but he had a full camp, a full 3-month camp. Volkanovski didn't have a full camp. It's a 10-day notice. So with all of that, I'm going to say Islam's going to keep his belt. Islam's going to keep his belt.
I like that.
Volkanovski's going to make it tough, though. I mean, man, I like him. And a lot of people don't know, like, Volkanovski used to be a heavyweight. He was like over 200 pounds and played rugby back in the day. So he cut all the way down, and now he's at a 45. So like him making that weight is easier, and he has long arms. But man, I don't know. I'm gonna go Islam.
Yeah, man, that's good. Yeah, I will go with the person that's more in shape because they can go to 4 rounds. All 5 rounds. And that plays a big part, especially if 10 days before you like, oh, I'm still in good shape. But if you took like a week or 2 off, you're not in fighting shape, so you rushing to make sure that you can get back in the ring and fight and trying to get as many spar matches in to simulate, anything that's close to the fight that you're going to get into. I mean, I think he has a chip on his shoulder and he has a lot of adrenaline rush and anger to fuel him. But after you get tired, that anger goes away. You still got to have that endurance, that muscle memory that you just created to make sure that you can fulfill the fight and fight to the very end. So I'm looking forward to it. I definitely don't see Volkanovski taking this one with such a short notice. That's the only reason why. That's my educated and logical opinion on that one, man. So
Dana is daddy.
Dana
is daddy. He don't pull these fights off, man. He got when Paulo Costa went out, then he pulls in Kamaru Usman to fight somebody else, man. I mean, this is crazy.
Nigeria nightmare.
How he pulled both of these together, like, man, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, the resources are there to put these fights together last minute. Right. And he pulled together, like you said, it's probably even a better card for this time.
Can y'all speak on that real quick? That kills that one.
That part.
Man,
let's go,
bro. Just real quick, man. Hey, Kamaru Usman. You my dude.
Yes.
You my dude. When he say put some respect on my name, that's my dude. The Nigerian nightmare. He did a lot.
Yes.
Now, the guy's great at making weight. He's been a wrestler all his life, right? His knees are wearing and tearing, not overweight, but wearing and tearing. Coming into this, he has a better shot because his cardio is going to be a lot better. Again, he's coming up from 70 to 85, so he's cutting less weight. But Khamzat is just on a different path, and he has a different aim. And this guy is just lethal, and he don't care who in front of him. He has like he want to show everybody he's the best, and he's going to do that. This is a big test. to add to that again, because he's not going to have to cut the weight either. When Khamzat came in the UFC first, he was fighting at 170. It's hard for him to make 170. When he had to fight Diaz or we had to fight Kevin Holland, he couldn't make 170. He missed weight both times, But now he gets to make the weight at 85. He's going to be a beast. So, yeah. I love you, Kamar. You're my dude, man. But I'm about to pull for Khamzat.
Hey, 15 pounds. That's a lot of weight.
It's a lot of weight,
man.
But if you can remember, Usman, the Nigerian Nightmare, he did wrestle at 184. So I don't know if that weight is.
That's what I said. Like he can make the weight. Yeah, he can. He good at the weight.
Right.
Man. Ooh. The youngness too. The age. Like Khamzat was 25 or 27. Like he's young. Kamar's in his 30s. Like that's gonna be like a good place too. But we're gonna be there front row. I can't wait. Let me sit right in front of my screen like this.
Watching everything as it transpires. Who you got, Ray? Who you got for that one?
I'm going with the old Nigerian, man. I think he's going to set up and shock the world, man.
Okay.
In his whole space, there's always that chance for the veteran to come out and show that one more time I can do this daggone thing. So I'm going with the old man. But Khamzat, like literally in my head, I know I got Khamzat, but my heart's telling me
right. My heart is indifferent. My heart is telling me Khamzat. Right, but my head is telling me just go with the Nigerian Nightmare. But the Nigerian Nightmare might have some nightmares on this one, man, because again, it's that short notice, right? And to get into the battle mindset is a totally different thing, right? You always in that mindset, but when you're about to fight someone 3 months in advance, the preparation is completely different. And so when you get that phone call 10 days in advance, it's like you got to turn on the switch and then turn on the switch and be like, okay, did I have this? Do I have this in my bag? Like, okay, I've been working on these moves. All right, right. So he doesn't have all of his tools and not oiled and ready to go in my head. Right, but I could be wrong. He could be gonna get on there and act like a spider monkey and be all on top of him. But again, you just gotta factor in those things.
Shout out to our girl Ashley Spider Monkey Yoda fight.
Ashley Yoda. Let's go. Ashley gonna put it down.
Let's go. Let's go, Ashley Yoda. Shout out to Ashley Yoda. She's getting ready for UFC this weekend, so that's gonna be awesome. Look, man, we gotta wrap it up. Devin, we gotta go ahead and let you go, man. Thank you for coming on Ringside with Ray Leonard and Prince Daniels. We will be covering a lot more combat sports events now. And now that Devin is a part of the team, make sure y'all go and follow him at @highspeed_. His name should be up on the screen. You already know. You see it, man. And make sure that y'all go and follow at official Ringside Show as well. And give us your updates. Communicate with us. Send us in some of your NFL picks. Make sure that you send us in who you think is going to win these next UFC, Bellator matches, Cage Warrior matches, Epic Fighters matches. Let us know, man. We want to engage with our audience. Please talk to us, and share this with everybody else so we can all be in a group chat talking about who you think is going to be the next champ. And so it is, man. So Devin, thanks for coming on. We'll talk to you soon, man. We got to take this out, man. Because there was a bet that happened that someone had to complete. Can we get a throwback teaser, please?
I got week 5 penciled.
We gonna see y'all in week 5 and beat the brakes off them.
Okay. If y'all win in week 5, I will buy and wear some cowboy gear on here. If y'all beat the 49ers, but if you lose, you're gonna have to wear some 49er merch.
Look, we need to go ahead and bring in the one and only, none other Miss Ashley Ross, because she's going to break down this NFL analysis and make sure that she talks about the 49ers and the Cowboys. So let's go ahead and bring Miss A. Ross in here.
Oh, hell no.
Tell the people that Phony Wop is back. Hey, Ray. How you doing today, Ray?
Hello, Ashley. I'm okay. I'm a little disheveled and hurt right now.
Why? What happened? What happened, Ray?
Look, I'm gonna tell you what happened. We had a mole inside Cowboys organization. The 49ers traded Trey Lance to us for a reason so they could beat us in this game that just passed. So that's what it was. And so, I understand. We know what it is. We're gonna fix it next week.
Okay, Ray, I'm not letting you off that easy. So if you guys remember and have been tuning in to Ringside, I think we had a little wager in bet. And the wager was that if Dallas won, that I would come here and wear some cowboy gear, which I was really not that far in doubt. Now you, however, did lose. So where is your 49er merchandise? Where's the merch? Where's the merch?
I'm a man of my word, so I came out with it. Here you go.
Ooh.
That dinner's gear, that handmade. This is that home hamburger special, that house burger special. When your mama said you want some Jordans and she gave you some Ordens. This is what they got. 49ers.
What is that?
Ray, what is that, Ray?
It's a 49er
what is that?
Ray, the deal was you needed to buy some merch because you need to support the 49ers. Like the Dallas Cowboys got smashed, Ray. This, you know what? I'm gonna take my hat off for a little clarity as I do this breakdown. Where do we begin? I mean, we can begin in many different places, but let's just start with the turnovers. Dak didn't have not one, not two, but 3 turnovers on the day. Christian McCaffrey continued to run all over you and the whole defense, rushing for 170 yards. I think y'all had like 70-ish yards, somewhere around there. And overall, what about this? What about Micah? Micah Parsons. You know who took it personal? Because it's personal, Ray? That man, Fred Warner. Fred said, oh, you think you got a lion? Oh, I got a dog over here in the bay. So the 49ers, it was just a complete embarrassment from top to bottom to the Dallas Cowboys. Wow. And this is what we told you would happen, Ray. We tried to warn you.
The game was close in the beginning. The first half, our offense couldn't move the ball.
You talking about the beginning of the game?
What was the final score though, Ray? 42-10.
Yeah, but we had a chance. We scored right before half. We had an opportunity to get the ball back and go down. But our offense and Dak is pedestrian. They're terrible. I don't know what the hell was Mike McCarthy or whether it's just the running game or the offensive line.
I feel bad for CeeDee Lamb. Poor little CeeDee out here. He's a great wide receiver, not getting the looks that he deserves out here. Fantasy owners are upset, Ray. They're upset.
Look, I knew Dak was going to Dak. At some point this season. He said he ain't throwing 10 interceptions, but now he only 5 away. But the offense is the problem. We can't score in the red zone. We kicking field goals. We can't get the ball in the end zone. We can't get the ball to our playmakers. And I know Mike McCarthy wanted to come in with this what's he called, Texas Coast offense and make things
There's only one West Coast
easier.
Offense out there.
Get the ball out to Dak, man. But Brock Purdy looking real pretty right now. So, I got to give the 49ers some love. And then Kittle comes out with a Dallas Suck t-shirt on after he scored a touchdown. So, it's an F Dallas.
F
Dallas.
Yeah.
Real disrespectful. Like he talking about your mama.
I mean, but that's what, they backed it up though. But being honest, Ray, because you came into the season like every delusional Cowboy. Are you okay?
I'm choking.
You're choking like how the Cowboys choke every year. Like, get some water. Wait, don't you have your Dallas Cup, Ray? Don't you have your Dallas Cup? Okay, good. But realistically, after this performance,
did you know that Kittle got fined $10,500 for that shirt?
That's some teams to him, and it's going to go to a good cause.
Oh my gosh! You know what? Look.
Go ahead, Ray. Pull the guns out.
Show the guns off. Make the shirt redeeming. Show the guns off.
Ask Kittle if he want to fight me.
Well, and then Micah said, "Oh, when we see you again," and ultimately, Dallas got embarrassed. There's just no way that you can get around this. You got embarrassed. You're on the road. And to me, this is why outside of the Dallas fan base, we look at Dallas this way. Because every year we are told, oh, this is the team. Oh, we got the quarterback. We got the defense. We got the running back. And then when you play elite competition, you do this. So why, as a fan, should I take Dallas seriously after this? I mean, are you still taking Dallas seriously?
Okay, all I know is everybody calling me. They paging me. They texting me. They asked me if we still.
Ray, they might need you to suit up.
I could do better than what they doing. The running game was pedestrian, a 70 yards, a running game. I don't know. This Tony Pollard guy was supposed to be good, and all of a sudden he's turned into whatever. The offensive line can't block nobody.
He's not a true number one, in my opinion. What can go wrong will. Prince, what did you think when you watched the game?
I never liked that coach, though. I never liked the Mike McCarthy hire.
Me either. I wasn't a McCarthy hire either. And y'all don't have Kellen Moore anymore either, so that's probably not helping the situation.
But he was the problem.
When I watched the game, I thought it was the same Dallas Cowboys every single year. What Jerry Jones promises. Look, it's the environment. You get the same thing each and every year. You can replace this player, replace that player, do this, do that. But guess what? They're still going to be the Dallas Cowboys. And the only time they had a major success when they had Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith. Those days are over. Okay, those days are over.
Roger Staubach and Tony Dorsett and
yeah.
We got a lot of history. But
hey, Ray, you had your chance to talk. You had your chance to talk.
Let's not keep talking about my Cowboys, man. Let's look.
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to, because here's the deal, man. You keep going back to the past. You keep saying shoulda, woulda, coulda, but the Cowboys, they not going to pull anything out, man. I'm going to have to channel my Richard Sherman today because I'm getting tired of you talking about the Cowboys, man. Look, the Cowboys, they looking like the Cowgirls, and they looking like trash. Yes, I had to say it. And you still going to put the hat on to represent
the team
that keeps getting beat down.
Ray is a writer, but you know what? I do feel like we have talked a lot about the Cowboys, but we got to talk about the Niners. I already knew that the Niners were elite, and most of us feel like if Brock Purdy doesn't go down in that NFC Championship game, I feel like it could have gone either way. To me, it's not a foregone conclusion that Philly was just going to march to the Super Bowl. It was going to be a dogfight. And what I think the 49ers have done this season by bringing in a Sam Darnold is, look, Purdy is doing great, but you've got C-Mac. Because remember, C-Mac came mid-season last year. So now he's had a full off season in this offense. I don't see how you stop San Francisco, because offensively, they do everything well. And then defensively, they do everything well. And then, oh, by the way, they got dogs, because there's a difference to me in the NFL. See, this is why I don't get caught up on Dallas. Now, Micah, he's a dog, but the whole collective unit, I wouldn't consider dogs. 49ers from top to bottom, you got to have a little roof in your heart to play for the 49ers. So 49ers, to me, they're the team to beat. That is the hands down best, most complete team in the NFL. And Ray knows, because he's wearing the shirt right now. He knows what time it is.
Yeah. Here's the deal. If you're trying to be a dog, then you need to let the puppies get off the porch and you need to bark like a dog. All right. So look, the 49ers are those dogs, right? And then we let's not forget Deebo Samuels. Right? Deebo, he still hasn't, he still hasn't had his chance to shine like he wants to, but he's been a team player. But as the season goes on, what they're going to do, they're going to slow down and pull back on C-Mac, and they're going to let Deebo cook. So here's the deal.
Keep talking about Deebo. What about DJ Moore? He was cooking.
He was cooking too.
Chicago Bears.
In the kitchen cooking stir fry, as the Migo said. That was a coming out party for DJ Moore, because I feel like it's kind of like the C-Mac effect. I think everybody knew C-Mac was good, but when he played for the Panthers, no one was watching the Panthers like that. So, you'd see the highlights, but you weren't getting the full effect. Now that he's on a good team, and the Bears by no means are a good team, but they got a primetime spotlight, you were able to see, this dude is a really true number one, and you see why he came over in the trade.
Yes. And he looks really good.
If you were the Carolina Panthers, how do you let both of them get away? You let DJ Moore and this Christian McCaffrey was on the same team, and you couldn't win? Man, this man went for 230 yards and 3 TDs against his my home DMV team. So,
Man, sometimes it's the organization, and they don't have good leadership. And that's what it comes down to. So the organization is not doing a good job in terms of leadership. I mean, everyone else is going to suffer. So that's the reason why they're constantly trying to rebuild. This year they're going to rebuild.
I don't know what their identity is, though. I'm like, is this
I
Bryce
never had
Young?
one.
Is our future exactly? Is it Bryce Young? Are we trying to have the next running back? Are we going to be a defensive unit? To me, in the NFL, you have to have an identity to start. Now, if you start to do other things great, that's wonderful. But you have to have something you can hang your hat on. And I just don't feel like Carolina has anything that they do particularly well.
Well, they had Cam Newton, right? And that was their identity. But then they wanted to part ways with Cam, and they couldn't find another Cam. They couldn't find another great running back. So they're still trying to figure out what superstar player that they have that they can build the team around. But right now they have no character. They're very bland.
So what do y'all think about Justin Fields' performance in silencing the haters?
You go ahead, Prince.
Man, I think, look, he's going to continue to play. He's going to get a lot of pushback, and he's going to perform at his best ability. And he's finding some success. You know, a lot of times people have to chip away at finding that diamond, that gold. And I think that's what he's doing right now. He's chipping away. He never gave up. And so he's never given up on this game, and he believes in himself. So he's doing a really good job. He's trying to make sure that he learns how to sit in the pocket a little bit more. And now with the addition of DJ Moore, it allows for him to build that confidence, man. So I think Justin Fields, he's going to still win some games, but I don't see them actually going on a winning streak to make it to the playoffs. But he's gonna have some success. So don't write Justin Fields off just yet.
I agree. The only thing that concerns me is I'm not in love with the Bears coaching staff, and with a player as unique as Justin Fields, he's not a traditional drop back passer, and you need the right coach that's going to be creative and be able to, accentuate the things that he does well and hide some of his blemishes. This is why, when Russell Wilson for such a long time in Seattle, they were able to design a system that accented what he did really well. Right. And, we saw when he got out of that situation, things were looking a little rocky. So with Justin Fields, they need to, he's their guy. I mean, this is who you've committed to. So if you're going to make this commitment, you need to go all in. And I think they started by getting DJ Moore, getting him a true number one. They've got an okay run game, but as a whole, they just need to really put him in positions where he can be athletic and successful and protect him as best they can.
I agree. That part.
He just knew he didn't do what Jacksonville doing the Bears and just go play in the UK.
Look, man, Duval. I cannot believe. Well, you know what? I take that back. I can't believe, because every time Duval, Jacksonville, Jaguars, they go to London, they always win. They find a way to win. I don't know how, but why, but they beat my Ravens about how many years ago? About 2-3 years ago. They beat him, and it was a massacre. It was a bloody massacre. And I just want to say, I wasn't surprised. Today, I wanted to say that I wasn't surprised that Duval won, because they play sensational in the UK, but when they come back to the States, they can't even make a statement.
You know what? London is their second home, and there's always been rumblings. Are they going to try to bring a team to London? How that will work logistically, or not London, but, the UK somewhere. It was not a pretty game by any stretch of the imagination, but Duval they have just the right pieces in different places that the whole cake, it's not the best cake you've ever had, but it's good. And you just need a little icing to set it over the edge. And you got Trevor Lawrence, you got Calvin Ridley, ETN did good. The defense is there. So I think Duval, they're not as dominant as some expected based off of what they did in the playoffs last year. But if you look at that game, they were lucky to make it out against the Chargers. That was more of a royal collapse. So I think we may have accelerated the expectation for Duval a bit, but I'm excited because your girl is going to see Duval in a couple of weeks. So I will be reporting live to let y'all know how my Jaguars are looking in person.
Yeah, we're going to have to re-up that bet, because they're like Southeastern Cowboys, that same team. They look good. They come out, look like Tarzan and play like Jane sometimes. It's terrible.
Cowboys? That's the Cowboys.
Duval, that's the
Cowboys.
That's why I say the Jaguars are our sister team.
Don't compare us to the Cowboys. At least Jacksonville doesn't have delusion. There's a delusion going on in Dallas.
Because they ain't got nothing to hold
in Dallas.
They're not a 5-time Super Bowl champion, so they can't do that.
You know what? That's true. You guys, you do have championships, and I will give you that. But what Jacksonville has is, I'd argue, a better quarterback. I'd argue a better running back situation.
Wow.
And right now, the receiver's looking a little bit better. So
Oh my God.
overall, I you know what?
Yep.
If you want to make another friendly
Yep.
wager, I would say that Jacksonville is looking like they probably will go further than the Cowboys this season.
Ooh, okay. Well, I think both of them will go further than Prince's Ravens because he ain't got nobody catch the ball from Lamar Jackson out there throwing touchdowns that nobody want to catch.
Look, man, look. Let's not talk about my Ravens, all right?
Prince has been trying to, I've been giving so much heat to Ray and these Cowboys. Prince knows that his Ravens have had some shaky performances out here. He's been skating on by. But Prince, we need to have a little powwow. What is going on? Because every week in my picks, I be picking the Ravens, and they let me down, Prince. They let me down.
They let me down too. Look, right now, it's this new system, right? Again, you see the cause and the effect of Lamar, the Ravens not signing Lamar. That's number one thing, right? And allowing for your star player to feel comfortable, to feel accepted and loved, right? But you bring him in towards the beginning of the season, he has a little time to study the offense, the new offense that they brought in, the new coach that you had to build a rapport with, and now you put this man out there who is also better than a Justin Fields, but like a Justin Fields who is an athletic quarterback, and he can dominate, but he dominates best when he's on the run, when he's Lamar Jackson, when he's Action Jackson, and right now they want him to be in the pocket Jackson. And I understand that, and I think he wants that too, but his game comes from just being electrifying. And right now, they're not allowing for him to do that. He's trying to play into another role. That's not his character. If you're going to build a team around an action player and an impact player like Lamar Jackson, you have to allow for this man to cook. Like, just go out there, call audibles, do what you need to do. But right now, the Ravens are playing very, very small. And I feel that they need to be playing very big. So I can't wait to go out there in November. I'm going to go ahead and give the team a prep talk and let them know, hey, Lamar, man, just go out there and do your thing. Coach Harbaugh.
By that time, they may need you, Prince, to put your helmet back on. I know you got the helmet somewhere nearby. They might need you to put the helmet back on.
Don't make me. Don't make me. Don't make me. You see all those marks, boy. I almost put it on. You almost made me turn into something.
Man, no. We gotta keep it moving, man, because y'all just talking nonsense. I don't even know what's happening right now.
You know what? It's okay, Ray. I know that you're still in shock. You're distraught, and what it is you got that 49er shirt on, and you don't know what it feels like to be on a winning franchise this decade, this century. I think it's overwhelming you right now, the passion and the dogness that's coming from that homemade 49er shirt, but you can feel the grit in it.
I feel a Colin Kaepernick love right now.
Okay, shout out to Cap.
It was like when the Dallas Cowboys took that fake knee. Oh, did I say that? Did I mention that when they took the fake knee? Look, man.
Look. Sean Payton's horrible, coach. How about that?
Hey, all right. Is he a horrible coach, or did he? Or
is it Russell Wilson? Or is it Russell Wilson?
So I don't think Sean Payton's a horrible coach. Because he has a track record that's proven. However,
didn't you just dog Sean Payton like 2 weeks ago?
I did. I'm still gonna dog him. Wait a minute now. I'm still gonna dog him. Look, I'm just talking about the man's career, his track record.
Okay.
But when it comes to playing for a coach like that, he's still trash. And there we go. Let me get my dog in. All right. So now you have this quarterback again, Russell Wilson, who is a superstar. Marshawn Lynch said whenever he called him, his number is blocked. So the guy has the tendency to be a superstar, and he doesn't want anybody to burst his bubble. So right now there's a conflict between you're too high, and I need to bring you down, and it's more like you too low, and you need to come up and meet me here. So there's a conflict between Sean Payton and the old school way of how to do things, and Russell Wilson, who's trying to evolve into the new quarterback that he wants to be. But Sean Payton over here making comments about other coaches, talking about this is the worst coaching job in NFL history. He said that to Nathaniel Hackett, the Jets coach, and then they just got spanked. I mean, talk to me right now. What's going on?
This was a game to me where it was personal. And what this game told me a couple things. Denver, they are who we thought they were, and they are just bad. But what it also showed me about the Jets is this team is still bought in. This team is still bought in, and they must have a certain level of respect for Nathaniel Hackett because they went out there and they played the best that they could play. Zach has not been excellent, but he hasn't been horrible. And if he can just continue to ride the wave, I don't know if I'm on the Aaron Rodgers will actually realistically come back from an Achilles this season. That is really, really far-fetched. But you know what? Anything is possible. So if even if he doesn't come back, them staying together and staying motivated and continuing to grow as a team, I think that's the best thing for the Jets right now.
Yeah, I don't actually see Aaron Rodgers coming back. Even if he does heal like Wolverine and he comes back, it's still not going to be enough time to build that chemistry with your team and build the confidence in that team. So I don't actually see him coming back. It'll actually do him the team a disservice. So Aaron Rodgers needs to just continue to be on injury reserve and enjoy the rest of his career and these couple of paychecks.
Man, tell the Jets just get the ball to Breece Hall and remember that rhyme.
Is Breece on your fantasy team, Ray?
Not yet. There's a trade in the process that's happening, so he may be this week. So, but we can't get our picks in.
All right, rapid fire. These picks are subject to change, but I'm gonna go now.
All right, hey, so you all make sure that you send in your picks to us on at official Ringside on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. All right, because we want to know who you got. Who you got? So Ash, who you got? Ray, who you got? Prince, who you got? We want to know because last week, I think, me and Ray was tired because Ashley didn't submit her picks.
Listen, so the good people of Instagram know my picks. The good people know that I am the official. Give me my theme music.
Hey, but it don't count.
We gotta go fast because I'm getting a rash wearing this shirt.
Let's go, baby. So who we got first, man?
Colts, Jags.
Jags.
Yeah, I take Duval. What's his name ain't playing? Anthony Richardson ain't playing. He out.
Jags.
All right. Cowboys, Chargers. Cowboys.
Cowboys, Chargers.
Yeah.
Chargers.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I'm going with the Cowboys on this one. I think they're gonna try to redeem themselves.
They get back game. It's a get back game. All right, Ravens, Titans.
Reluctantly going with the Ravens.
I'm going with the Titans. The Ravens got to prove something to me.
Yeah, Titans. Ravens ain't got nobody catch the ball. Broncos and Chiefs.
Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chiefs. Let's go.
Panthers.
Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins.
Texans, Saints.
Who that? They say they're gonna beat. Oh, actually. I'm gonna go Texans.
I'm going Texans. I like what them boys is doing. They playing hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Texans. That was my first pick. Yeah, so shout outs to H-Town, baby. What it do?
Commanders, Falcons.
Ooh. That's Falcons. A tough one.
They both.
I'm gonna go with the Commanders because they gotta redeem themselves.
They do. I need Sam to ball on my fantasy team, so I'm gonna go Commanders.
Yeah.
Falcons. Seahawks, Bengals. I'm going with the Bengals. The Bengals like they found a little something.
Ooh.
Get the ball to Jamar Chase.
I'm gonna go Bengals too. He's always effing open. I'm gonna go with Bengals too.
Yeah, it's week 6. They trying to find their groove. So I'm gonna go with the Bengals on this one.
Bears, Vikings. I ain't gonna say my pick because it's like y'all just want to pick everything I pick. So
Vikings.
Yeah, they need their first win, right?
No, they gotta win. But
I know. I'm just playing. They need their second win, but still,
it's still bad. It's only one.
Yeah, so they gotta redeem themselves.
Ray's going Vikings.
I'm going Bears because Vikings can't get out their own way.
Oh, okay. That count that as a win for us.
Yeah. Hello, W.
49ers, Browns.
49ers. You don't even got to tell me who else they're facing. 49ers till they face the Eagles.
I feel that they are going to give the 49ers their first loss, but I'm still gonna go with the 49ers on this one.
I'm going with the Browns, man. I think 49ers got they threw out all the good juju for the Cowboys. So Browns.
Don't worry.
Yeah. I do think the Browns are gonna win, but I'm gonna go with the 49ers.
Yeah. Patriots and Raiders.
Oh my goodness, this is horrible.
I'm gonna say the Patriots have looked horrible, and the Raiders barely won, but they still won. I'm gonna go Raiders.
I'm going with the Raiders because I gotta go against Mac Jones. He is looking real macaroni.
Mac and Cheese Jones.
He is.
He might get benched again.
He needs to.
He sucks. Yeah, all right. I'm going.
He a dirty player.
I'm going with the Raiders. Lions and Bucks.
Lions.
If I ain't telling the truth, I'm lying. So I'm gonna go with the Lions on that one.
Man, for some reason, I got to keep. I didn't want to do this all year long, but I got to go with the Baker the Faker. He's in the Bucks.
You going with Baker?
Baker will come back to earth. Hutchinson will have a sack, maybe 2. You can book it.
Ray, you going with Baker Mayfield? The disgust.
Yeah, I went against it. Cardinals, Rams.
We have watched from the mountains.
Rams.
Ah, yeah, the Rams.
Cup. It's a Cup Puka show. Cooper Cup and
Puka Nuka. I gotta go with the Rams and stay with my dude.
Yeah.
Eagles and the Jets.
Eagles. But the Jets the Jets.
It'll be a game. It might. Yeah. The Eagles have let teams hang around. It'll be a game.
Jets. I got the Jets.
I feel like Ray is just trying to be like whatever we do. If I go right, he goes left.
Yeah, that's it. Because I'm trying to get this shirt off. See, I keep taking too long. All right, Giants versus the Bills. Last game.
Bills
gonna redeem themselves after that loss.
Yeah,
and the Giants. They just suck.
They do. They might need a coaching change soon.
No, they need to get rid of Daniel Jones. Like, who in the world?
This is why you should pay the right position.
Saquon Barkley, hello.
Saquon, I'm gonna take my time coming back from this. I only got a year. I'm gonna take my time.
He should. I'm pretty sure he got all of his incentives already from what he did the first few weeks. Now just kind of just take my time. Because look, Daniel Jones cannot perform without me.
Cover this up.
No, don't cover it up. Don't cover it up.
Say it loud.
49er and proud. Look, man. Ash, we love you. Thank you for coming on this show. We appreciate you. Hey, you all, everybody that's watching, make sure that you go follow Ash at Ashley Ross 3. That's on Instagram. You can find her. She's always making sure that she's covering the NFL season and she's giving her weekly picks. Man, we always look forward to have you back on Ringside with Ray Leonard and Prince Daniels. Ash, man, give the people some good words this week.
You know what? In the words of Marshawn Lynch, take care of your chickens. Make sure that you're good. You can't pour from an empty cup. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself. If you need to take some time, you take some time for you. Ray, we understand you might need to take a little time for you. And we're sending you love, Ray. We're sending you love.
Thank you.
I ain't sending no love to Ray. I'm going to let you know, Ray. The Dallas Cowboys, trash.
Yay, area. Like that. Tell the people that Phony Wop is back. Yay, area. Thanks, guys.
It's so great to see you, Ash. Have a good one.
Red's your color, Ray. Red's your color.
No. This is going in the trash right now. Fire.
Just like the Cowboys season in the trash.
Lord.
Look, man. I'm gonna jump into stand above the ropes. Look, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But what I will say is I'll point at stuff and I'll remind you what you should be doing. Right now, if you read the book called The Intelligent Investor, Warren Buffett, and one of the things that he said was when there's blood in the street, that's when you should be buying and investing. And I just learned about investing probably 2-3 years ago, but I'm heavily into it. And I would not be the person that I am if I did not say to anybody, look, learn how to invest in the 5 pillars of wealth. So wherever you are, just write something down real quick and listen to the 5 pillars of wealth. 5 pillars of wealth. I wrote this down. So it's commodities. So that's oil or precious metals, which is gold or silver. Make sure you got IUL. Look into an IUL. What is that? That's Index Universal Life Insurance. So make sure that you can invest in that. That's a way to insure your money and make sure that you have money for your future self. We got crypto or speculative assets, speculative markets, which is the crypto market or the stock market. Make sure that you invest in that. Know what you're investing to. Don't just invest in the product that's hot. Invest in the company. Do your research. Understand what you're investing into. Real estate is good for tax purposes, and make sure that you invest in businesses. Once you invest in business, you'll always have cash flow coming in. So that's the advice that I want to give to you today, because right now it's getting pretty difficult in our economic system, in our society. And if you read Ray Dalio's book, the New World Order, or Changing World Order, he tells you about what's going on right now. So I just want to share that information because I want to make sure that you have the information that you need so you can apply it, and so it can become wisdom and knowledge, and you can pass it on to the next generation. All right. So that's my stand above the ropes, knowledge and wisdom, words of wisdom. So just want to share that with you.
Love it. Mine is just real simple. Stay consistent, solid. You stay on your path. You stay locked in on your path. No one can knock you out of where you need to be. So stay consistent and solid. Follow that path. You know, you're gonna get naysayers. You're gonna get people that's gonna try to push you off your line, push you off your target, push you off your path. But stay consistent, stay solid, keep locked in. You'll get there.
Man. And with that, we're going to close out the show. Look, thank you for joining us for another great episode of Ringside with Ray Leonard and Prince Daniels. Make sure that you hit that like and the subscribe button, because why? We are here to educate you, entertain you, and empower you. So share this with the people that you care about. And also know this, you got to check out our channel, because we were not just nominated, we won an award for the best podcast this last weekend at the 7th annual Hopper Awards. And your boys took home the gold, baby. You already know. Where the trophy at? Oh, man, the trophy is downstairs. But we're going to have the trophy on here. We're going to be showing it every single time. It's going to be in the background, man. Look, Ringside with Ray and Prince is dropping every Tuesday morning. That's our podcast, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, wherever you get your podcasts. And this week, we will have the one and only choreographer of them all. I call her the GWOAT of she was the host of Rap City. And if you don't know who she is, you need to check her out. Her name is Leslie Segar on the show to discuss how she got started in the dance arena, how she was dancing with Michael Jackson, Mary J. Blige, Bobby Brown.
Puffy, she talk about Puffy. She talk about it all. Big legs. That's my girl. The Prince was all giddy.
Man, look, I just had a really good time. It's just awesome to see someone that has done incredible things and is very humble and wanted to be on our show in the presence of greatness with Ray Leonard Jr. and Prince Daniels Jr. So that's what I was proud about, man. Also, we're proud about some other stuff as well. Ray, what else we proud about, man?
We're also proud to announce that we partner with Electricast, where we bring you the up close and personal ringside and VIP access to some of the biggest names in sports, business, and entertainment, as we talk about some of the best stories, biggest life lessons, and things learned on their journeys to become elite performers. It's Ringside, baby. The brand is growing. Our team is growing. Try and keep up. And we out.
And we out. What we always say. Peace.
Wow.
Give me the bridge, y'all.
I feel like busting loose.